All right, here we go. Fine. Perfect. A little bit dark in here. Courtney. The audio is good on your end. Hello, hello. All right. All right. Are we back in action? Can you all hear me? Is everything going well? What's going on? Steve and Courtney and Divyanshu Dungana. I hope everything is all hunky and or dory. Top down looks fine. And everything's going good. I think how are all of you? Everyone, we're here to talk about BIGME today. Why are we talking about BIGME? Because these fools are on the rise. No, they're not fools. They're very awesome. These guys are killing it right now in the e-reader game. They have 10 units in their lineup, which is pretty much more than anyone else in the industry right now, outing Onyx by, I think, a unit. And I think Onyx has discontinued the Nova 3, not the Nova 3 color, but the Nova 3 is now gone. So this leaves BIGME a very good opening into the e-reader world. They're very new in the grand scheme of things. They're very, very, very recent. They haven't been around for 10 years like Onyx has. But already they're making things themselves. They're white labeling to other companies like Bokeen, and they're absolutely destroying it. They really are. And they have their own pen. They made their own pen from the ground up. We're going to look at this actually right now because this is very cool. Put this keyboard off to the side. This pen is a very nicely made pen. It looks beautiful. It has little accenting red chrome lines around it, and they use an all-new nib as well. Yes, Stephen, we're doing the BIGME. They're using an all-new graphite composite nib, which is very nice because their last ones they were sourcing from Stadler, and they were very sticky. These ones are very, very nice, and they offer a much better writing experience. You see a USB port at the back. Do you have to charge this? No, you do not have to charge it unless you want to use the Bluetooth portion of it to turn pages, etc. Don't have to charge this pen. You can just use it as is with the tip in question. Don't need to charge it. That was a big thing. It's a big concern for a lot of people where that they were like, oh, it's like a DPT. Well, no, it's not. It's just a regular Wacom pen, and if you don't like it, you can use any other pen. You can use the Air pen, you can use the Pen 2 Plus, anything you want. We like this one. This is one of our favorite pens. This is the Books Air pen, and fantastic pen. Absolutely love it. Now for the BIGME. So we're just going to show this off in as best of a capacity as we can. You'll see that it needs a password. You can actually use your fingerprint at the top to bypass all of the passwords and everything. This is insane. And why that's insane is because, oh, we have a software update. We'll do that later because it's not going to change the inherent quality of this. It's just going to, be a little bit more refined. Why that's cool is because not a lot of e-paper devices have fingerprint unlocks, which is really nice. So this whole thing is in English. After much prying and trying on our end to BIGME, they finally did add language settings and allowed you to change this thing into English. So you have some language options now. Before, you didn't have any. It was a Chinese-only device. So now this really opens everything up to the world. I'm just going to turn this to 30 minutes because it keeps going to sleep. This is really cool because now you have this unit completely opened up. You don't have to worry about language barriers anymore. You can hold your phone over it and do Google Lens and translate everything on the fly, but that just takes simply too long. So if you want to use this pen with the unit, you can go to Smart Pen Connection and you'll see it has been disconnected. Just tap it once to wake up the pen, or press and hold. I can't remember which one. I believe it's tap once. Okay, the pen might be dead. And again, you can use the pen. Of course, the minute. All right, can you hear me? I think we're back. Yeah, we're having audio issues today, everybody. I don't really know what's going on, but the audio is going to sound pretty bad for the next little while because we're using the webcam audio now. Never fails. It's always when we start filming. So we're going to keep this to a shorter session today because we're not going to bore you guys with an entire hour of audio not working. So you can press this and confirm to connect it. Oh, it has been disconnected. Yeah, we're out of batteries on this too. This is the worst live we've done so far. All right, we're going to look at the note-taking experience because that's why everyone is here. That's basically what you're going to be looking at. That's what you're going to be coming here for, is going to notes. So if you go here and you select pen, pencil, or brush, you'll see are your different pen styles you can select. You only have 3. A lot of other devices have a ton of different ways to change the pens. Unfortunately, BIGME only has 3, but that's not where they shine. They shine at this. This is why you buy this, to have 16 colors on your unit. This is more than any other manufacturer, aside from Reinkstone, but Reinkstone doesn't count because they're not real. These guys are real. These guys are the ones you want, and this is how many colors you have there. These are all actual colors on the unit. You'll see you have dark green, green, purple, lilac, blue, and orange, which for some reason a lot of manufacturers don't do because it seems to be hard to reproduce. I don't know, or to produce. I don't know why it's so hard to produce orange, but there is something that gets a little bit lost when you try orange on an e-ink reader in color. I'm not sure why that is. You have some ways to erase. You can use the eraser on the pen itself, or you can go up here and go to track erase. I'm not going to erase this actually. This is too nice. So we're going to go over to another page. Oh yeah, you have shapes too. We'll show you that in a second. So here we go. So I'm going to go track erase. You can erase like that, and it's going to track your pen when you do the erase. So this allows you to do a little bit more of a strategic erasing if you want to get rid of stuff that you select with the pen tip. Or you can go here and you can go to range erase and choose the range like so. You can choose a big circle, and away that goes. That's all gone. If you need to refresh at any point in time, there should be a refresh right here, and that'll swipe everything away and make it super, super nice. So that's beautiful to have. You can also do erase all, in which case it just completely clears the screen of anything on it. So if we go to pen and pencil, for example, we can go to a new page. I think there should be some stuff here. I'm not sure why it's called the Carve, but it is, and you know, it's kind of a unique name. It's not just called like the, you know, the E-pad or the E-note. They definitely did set themselves aside by having the Carve name, so that when you search for things, it appears a little bit easier than if it was called something a little bit more generic. So that's always nice to have. So the colors are definitely what you want to focus on, because these colors are fantastic. You get a lot of different choice, and the overlap is seamless. It's very, very nice, and it doesn't actually kill the color you're writing over. So what I mean by that is if we choose something like, we'll go pink because that's a very obvious color. And then we'll go here and we'll go, oops, gotta go to color, and we'll go to black. Oh, that's brown actually. You can see that very nice line between the two. It's not blending in with each other like DES Reinkstone does. This one is a very, very nice color. It's extremely accurate. It's not fuzzy or any kind. There's no transparency loss in between what you've written and what's overlaying what. Especially if you click refresh, everything just shines. I'll show you right there how nice that looks. That looks so good. For color e-ink, this is as good as you're going to get. They've went past the 100 ppi problem that most manufacturers have. They've went, I think it's 127 they've achieved on this. And note that this is the only large screen e-reader in the business right now that is over 7.8. So there's no other device doing 10.3 on the market in color. Not one device. These are the only guys. So that's why this is so intensely important right now. Reason being is that not only is these the only guys doing this, but they've come at a very important time. There hasn't been any movement in color in the past 11 months. Nobody has done color in the past 11 months. And why this is important is because you have all these manufacturers like Onyx, you have Pocketbook, you have iReader. iReader's huge. Oops, ER. You have iFlyTech. You have Hisense. All these guys doing color. None of these guys have done anything in almost a year. And that's very important because that sets these guys aside and puts all eyes on BIGME. And they have 3 units that are color in their main lineup. Actually, 4 units in their main lineup that have color. They have the Carve Color. They have the B1, the B1 Pro, and I think they have the B1 Max Plus. That one is insane. These are very, 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 very nice. And that's not the only ones they have. They also have the S3 color, and they have a fighter brand called Gyoue, G-U-Y-O-U-E, and they have 2 in their lineup. So they actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 7 color devices in their lineup total, BIGME right now. That's more than anybody by far. Most device manufacturers never crest 2, and these guys have 7. David Chun, hi mate, seems surprisingly snappy. It's very snappy, it's very fast, and it only gets faster as you change the speed modes. You have more modes on here as well. You can go HD mode, you can go normal mode, and you can go speed mode. Speed mode has a lot more staining, but it ends up being very, very fast. Extremely fast. Even color changes. You can go boom, boom, change to green, make some green, go over here. I say, oh, I want orange really quickly, boom. It's as fast as we've seen any color device perform, especially at this screen size. It's insane. Eric Murphy says, have you tried the new Huawei MatePad Paper? No, no one has it in the world. It literally just came out, and it's the exact same screen as everyone in the industry, so I doubt it's going to be less ghosting, because all the screens come from e-ink. This actual panel is, it may seem, oh, it's BIGME. No, it just, this panel came from e-ink. The operating system and everything, BIGME designed, but they bought the panel from e-ink. So all this technology is only going to be as good as e-ink screens are. So that's what it's going to look like. Hi, Peter. The unit looks awesome despite the washed out looking colors. You're right and not right at the same time. All e-readers have washed out looking colors, but this is as non-washed out as you can possibly get. If we go here and we do a refresh, oh, it's over here. That looks insane. That's very vivid. It's hard going through a webcam to all you guys across the world, but that is an insane vibrancy to color. That's really, really nice, and nothing gets lost. You know what exactly is blue. You know what dark green looks like. It's hard to really shine through. Oh, yeah, I guess, now that I said shine, we can do something to make it look a little bit better, is turn the glow lights on, and the trick is a little bit more blue than orange, and then the colors really start to come out. So we're going to save that. We're going to go look at some colors here. Eric Murphy, really want to know if the Huawei ink enhancement drivers have any advantage over competitors. It's just things people say. You know, like we did the iReader review, and they said they have an all-new enhanced gel layer for easy light distribution. And it's like, well, what does that mean to the layman? You know, because glow light is created by a row of LEDs spreading through a gel layer. So what, did you make the gel layer more transparent? Is it a lower opacity, higher opacity? What did you do exactly? And they haven't really said anything because, well, it's not the easiest thing in the world to talk to a Chinese company on a daily basis. But we do hear from our partners over at iReader a decent amount, but we're working on a little bit better communication between us because, yeah, the responses are few and far between, and as iReader becomes more and more big in the industry, which they are, they're quite huge. iReader is much bigger than most people realize. They need to be a little bit quicker in responding. But yeah, let's look at some pictures here. Vaughn says, very fast and smooth. It is. Spider Mensch says, how long to ship a Carve after I placed an order on your store? I'm not sure. I don't do the store division of Goody Reader. But we have just finished, as I've heard around the water cooler, our distribution agreement with BIGME, so they're ready to go, and they're shipping now. I mean, we're the only guys that have this anywhere in the world that has any sort of support, warranty, things like that. I don't know what the status is because I don't do the store. I'm sorry. There's 40 people here in Goody Reader. I don't do everything. I can't. There's no possible way. So this is what it looks like with different shapes, different colors. This is a blue background. These are squares, kind of 3D squares, different heights. The colors are absolutely phenomenal. This is some cloud dusting of different explosion of like fireworks or like glitter bomb kind of things. The colors are very, very nice. Compared to, I would say, the saturation of DES. Yes, this looks a little bit more desaturated, a little bit more like gray and like there's something over the screen. But DES isn't applied anywhere in the world, and e-ink is. MZ, yes, the microphone is a bit scratchy. I don't know what happened during our tests. Our regular Razer microphone was totally fine, and the second we started filming, the microphone did not work. So we're using, unfortunately, the webcam microphone for this. So it never ends. There's always something that's a problem here. So thank you for sticking by through all this, but we're going to address that and fix it. We've been good for the past couple lives. I mean, we haven't had any video or audio issues in like 10 lives, so that's not bad. But yeah, what is this? Is this a... Oh, it's a rotation. I thought it was a refresh. This thing does have a gyroscope on hand, so it can rotate on the fly. As you can see, you have your apps here, WPS Office. We sideloaded in OneNote just to show you. You can sideload things in. This does have a package installer, which means you can put APKs on here, click them, and they will install. You do have settings. You have the App Store itself. The App Store is terrible. Don't use it. Nothing against BIGME, but it's just not that great. And most of the stuff on here is Chinese. So, yeah, it's mostly just... stuff that's like, you know, a few apps for the Chinese market in general. It's not very good. I would just go on like onemobile.com, go on your PC and just drag and drop stuff over to here, or access from the browser itself, because you can go to Goody Reader apps and you can download things. Let's just go over there right now, actually show you how it looks to type things in. Who asked something? Eric Murphy, no, MZ says, the Huawei e-ink tablet looks similar to this design. Everyone looks similar to this design. This design copied off of the Remarkable 2018, and everyone's been using it since. iReader uses it, Bokeen uses it, BIGME uses it, Onyx uses it. Everyone uses this design. So the Huawei e-ink tablet is not, you know, the bee's knees. What it's looking like, again, not to discredit them, but it looks like they're really doing... a lot of promotion and marketing. It does feel like they're going to the extent of what Remarkable did, and they're going to go ape on actually promoting their unit. They've already made some very high quality little videos and stuff like that, so don't get too excited about the Mate just yet. There's a ton of things in the e-reader world, and it all kind of, you know, deserves to be looked at. apps.goodereader.com. Go apps.goodereader.com and we'll go over to the App Store. So this is what it kind of looks like to browse on this thing. And we're in full HD mode right now. This isn't speed mode or anything like that. Eric Murphy, if you make a color screensaver image, what happens when it's on standby or has no power? Does the color retain? Yes, because... you can't turn the color off on this, so there'd be no way for the screensaver to magically be able to turn the color off. No, you can never turn the color off of e-ink, ever. DES can turn the color off, and via software you can kind of turn the color off on e-ink. The Poke 2 Pro and the... no, that was... sorry, no, not the Poke 2 Pro. The Poke 2 Color was the only device thus far to trigger X mode and be able to actually turn the color off. That's the only guys. No one else can turn color off. Not one manufacturer. So that's what's going down. You can download Spotify on this. This has audio on board. You can download anything you want. You know, TuneIn Radio. You put Amazon Kindle on here, Manga Rock, Aldeco. I'm just reading off what we have here. What is that? Sony clock widgets. Can't do widgets. And the reason you can't do widgets is because it doesn't have a home screen that allows you to put things on it like a traditional Android device would, so it doesn't have that, but it does have the ability to put in apps themselves, so you don't have to worry about that. Courtney, yeah, we're having massive audio issues. I don't know what's going on, but we will correct it for the next live we do. We haven't had any issues in a very long time, so just have to deal with it this one time here. I apologize about that. So you can download the Goody Reader App Store client on here as well, and put that on there so you can just download right on the fly. We have that as well for you. And the beauty about this is that they have application management. They have the ability that you can, I think you can uninstall this one. Yeah, you can. If you don't like something, you can uninstall it. So, boom. You know, you don't have to treat it as bloatware. You can just get rid of it and it's gone. So a lot of the stuff that comes with it, I think this is JD Marketplace. If you don't want that, you can uninstall that. And I have no quarrels with uninstalling that, because if I want it again, I can just download JD or just go to their website. Yes, calling it the MatePad, regular tablets mean they're investing in it for real. Yeah, no, they are, MZ. They're really investing into it. I would really hate for it to go the way of Remarkable. I got nothing against Remarkable. I'm not paired, or we're not in bed with any one particular brand. Nobody pays us to say anything at all. We have distribution agreements up the wazoo, but no one pays us to actually do any promotional. I'm going to switch to front camera. Audio. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, sorry, terrible audio issues today. We don't have any sponsored posts or opinions. Nobody pays us to say anything, but I would hate for Huawei to go the way of Remarkable, in that they're doing all this promotion for a subpar unit. So I'm not saying the MatePad is subpar, but that's what happened with the Remarkable. Remarkable is making 8K videos, 4K videos, you know, hiring actors to do these promotional videos. And then when you got it, you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, this is great. Guitar riffing around their living room. They get a device with no audio, no apps, no glow light, no pen. You don't get a pen with Remarkable. You have to buy one. And it's so devoid of what people want. And despite what all you say about distraction free, I'm not against distraction free, but you saw what I did. If I don't want an app, I don't have to use it. If I'm getting bings and boops of my town's just been raided, oh, you've lost all your gold, just turn off the notifications. Every device in the industry is better than the Remarkable currently. But Remarkable had the better promotional campaign. They had the better advertisement campaign. That's why a lot of people bought it. And now they're making you pay monthly to use to pay you on your credit card in order to use their unit. So I would hate for Huawei to do all this work to release something. It doesn't even have Android, remember. It has Harmony OS. It doesn't have Android on this. You can't just sideload in apps as we understand it. We'll have to see when we get it in our hands. And I have the BIGME in our hands, so we know, so I can talk about it. Huawei MatePad, been getting people hundreds and hundreds of emails just today about it since we put that video up. Excuse me, I'm getting seasonal allergies coming, so my nose is getting red and I feel like I'm going to sneeze. But yeah, bear with me on that for the next 3 months. Hey, it means your immune system is strong. Yeah, so the Huawei MatePad, I really hope, is what it says it is, and it isn't going to be like a Remarkable or a Super Note. It's just going to be this underwhelming release that you just can't do anything with. Especially, like, oh, you guys are saying, finally some competition for Onyx from all these different manufacturers. Look at what's happening with BIGME. They got 10 units in their lineup. That's insane. They have a 7-inch note taker. Nobody has a 7-inch screen. Nobody. The Onyx Books Leaf does. Well, the Onyx Books Leaf doesn't have note taking, and BIGME has a note taking pocket, and it's really good to see BIGME doing what they're doing, because that means they have a 13.3 X6 coming out. It's actually already out, and we're getting a review sample soon. That's gonna be really nice. I agree. I don't like they separated Mira concept from Max Lumi. I agree. I don't like that they separated Mira concept from Max Lumi. I didn't say anything about that. And I'm looking at the... Okay, where are you getting that from, Eric? Did I say something about that? I'm not sure if I said something about that. Yeah, the reason they wanted a standalone unit is because the Mira, although you can plug the Mira into the USB HDMI cable, same as you can with the Lumi 1, you can plug it in with an HDMI cable. However, the Lumi will not be as fast as the Mira. The Mira is mental fast. It has 28 speed modes. Most devices don't even have 2. BIGME has 3. Hisense has 2 or 3 at times, sometimes 4. Onyx has 4. 28 on the Mira. So even though you plug both of them in, they're both 13.3, they're both Onyx, they're both e-ink. The Mira is going to be better because it's dedicated, doesn't have anything else weighing it down, doesn't have an operating system, doesn't have background processes it needs to run, and when you plug it in, you can instantly tap on the screen and command your PC based on if it's a PC, if it's compatible, no Mac, etc. So there's a lot to be said with the Mira. Even though it's the same thing, it's not. And that's why people are enamored by the BIGME, because the BIGME currently is the only large screen note-taking device on the planet. Period. This is the planet Earth. These guys are the only guys. You can't say anything else. What about the Reinkstone? Doesn't matter, and it's smaller than this technically. It's 10.1. This is 10.3. And the Reinkstone's not real. This is real. You can buy this. You can get it in your hands. You get warranty. You know what I mean? You can deal with us if you want. If you have warranty concerns, etc. This is absolutely the only large screen. And you know what? This is the panel that Sony was going to use. This is the package. Here it is. Everyone went crazy. 500,000 views on our YouTube channel just on that one video. People saying, oh, I want the Sony DPT. Sony didn't get off their bums and do it. These guys did. BIGME right here. Built beautifully, I might add. Beautifully tooled device. Well done. Very well built. Not sharing any of the shells from their previous devices. And the screen to body ratio increased. And they put the microphones, the quad microphone setup, at the top bar there. Let's go to some questions here before we wrap up, because this has been a nightmare of audio issues, and I apologize to everybody once more, and I'll apologize again when we wrap. Oh, you mean that they got rid of the Mira from the regular line? Yeah, because they wanted a monitor. They saw what Dasung was doing. The Dasung was the fastest refresh of any device, period. Mira, I would say, is the exact same. Oh, if not the exact same. Maybe a little bit less, exact same. So they wanted something. They wanted to move into a space. What has Onyx not done yet? They've done everything. They've done phones. They've done 6-inch devices. They've done 13.3. They've done 25-inch devices. There's nothing left for Onyx to do except go into monitors, go into mainstream phones like Hisense has been doing. So that's why they needed the Mira monitor. And they have 2 of them now, and they're fast. They're fast. Really fast. Can you demonstrate with Kindle App? I don't know if I have Kindle on here. Did I have Kindle on here? Maybe. Let's see. I swear the audio is going to fix next time. I don't have Kindle on here. I can get it. I can download it. Oh, I went back. Can I look at my history? Reload, download. Is there history here? Oh, there's no history. We're not going to do that. Yeah, we don't have time today, and today was a terrible day with audio, but you can look at it on a YouTube channel. We go through this in depth. This is the same one as the B1 Pro, and we have videos of all that on a YouTube channel as well. MZ, poor Remarkable, though. They're a crowdfunded Norwegian independent company, aren't there? Well, they're Huawei's a huge Chinese company. Yeah, but that doesn't mean the device is going to be good or bad just because of the scale of your company. I mean, Amazon made that Amazon Fire Phone, and it was a tank. It wasn't a tank. It tanked. It was awful. Amazon's, I think, one of the, if not the most valuable company in the world, maybe next to Apple, near $1 trillion business. And, I mean, they made a terrible device. And all their e-readers they make are either behind everyone else from a technological advancement standpoint, or they're just, throwing things out, using the same shells, recycling ideas. It's just not really going anywhere. So, BIGME's an unknown company, and they're making diamonds. They're making these amazing units. Hi, is the price $900? I'm not sure. I think it's $900. I haven't checked on our... $999 for this unit, yeah. And, a lot of people... The comment sections, from what I've heard, is... everyone's like, $1,000 for that. I can buy 4 iPads. Well, yeah, but that's not what it is. I'm not going to buy a Lamborghini. I can buy 12 Corollas. Like, they're different things. They're different things. And I'm not trying to be condescending in any way, but they're different things. A tablet will never be an e-reader. But an e-reader, or e-ink paper to screen, display screen, can be a tablet. So that's the beauty, is that when you get an e-reader, it's the same thing as looking at a piece of paper. That's all it is you're looking at a piece of paper with your eyes. There is no eye strain at all. and it lasts forever. And the note-taking capabilities are traditionally better than note-taking capabilities on actual LCD LED tablets. And you can rest your hand on the screen. And they're built beautifully, and they're not cookie-cutter designs. And they have a lot going for e-paper screens. So don't discount them just because you see a price tag of $900. And let's remember, Lumis, Dasungs, Guidos, Padmus, everyone's over $1,000 nowadays, and we've actually gotten the price down. When the Carve came out, it was $1,300. Honestly, we got a distribution agreement and we brought it down because now we're getting dealer prices. So we can retain our profit margins and continue doing what we do as a company, but we have a distribution agreement now in place so that now we can offer you guys a cheaper price point. So that's kind of why we did that. Eric Murphy, looks great. Thanks for asking my questions. Great show. I'm super sorry about the audio. This is terrible. I hate using webcam audio. It looks awful. Sounds awful. Sorry. Stephen Prosser, Remarkable is manufactured in China, warranty through China, but HQ is apparently in Norway. Everyone's in China. Apple's made in China. Amazon's made in China. BIGME's made in China. Sony made in China. PlayStations, Nintendo Switches, all made in China. Everything's made in China. Not everything. Netronics in Taiwan still manufactures a great deal of things. Some things are made in Sweden. Very few, but most devices are made in China. Yes, warranty through this will be us because, well, we're a distributor of theirs. So if you need a warranty, you go through us. And that's the beauty about dealing with us, is that we're pretty much everywhere. And no discredit to BIGME, but we do speak English, so it's easier for you to say, hey, my device is broken, rather than call or email mainland China and be like, hey, am I talking to the right person? Is this correct? Like, is this how the process works? What do I do? How do I ship it? Etc. So thank you all for watching this absolutely terrible sounding video today. Definitely, I love how it happened on one of the biggest releases of the year so far. Yeah, so we'll get it fixed. We're going to get that fixed for all you guys. Thank you very much for all your questions, all your concerns, all your comments, talking to each other amongst the group chat. It's very nice to see this, even when we're struggling from a technical standpoint on the back end of in our issues. It is very nice that you guys have stuck with us through that. We have tons of coverage on this unit. If you guys want to see it, you can go to youtube.com/goodyreader. We have, I think 2, 3, 4, we might even have a couple comparisons on there too. And I think we did a DES versus e-ink color comparison video on this guy. We're going to have more stuff coming out. We have a lot of stuff. We have iReader we just finished up. Mike's been doing his news videos. I think he's going to get into a podcast soon. We do a monthly wrap-up of everything we've seen in the e-reader world per month. We have contests going right now. We have a contest for a Xiaomi smartwatch. I know that we did that one. And we landed an all-new Tencent phone, or Tungshin. I can't speak Mandarin, so I apologize. The guys that make WeChat. So it's a new WeChat e-ink phone that just landed in our review possession, and we got some really small e-reader coming our way. I think a 4-inch e-reader, something like that. Yeah, it's coming really soon. Caleb said, "Van Rent." Nope, no idea. Thank you for all you guys for messaging and commenting. Stick through to goodyreader.com if you want to hear anything else. I'm going to go off camera and sneeze my brains out whilst I live through this worst possible time in my life in terms of allergies. I have no allergies to anything. Nothing. I can eat anything across the platter. But when it comes to pollen, I don't know what it is, too. Birch, elm, all those different pollens. It's not like it matters. Oh, I'm allergic to elm. It's like, well, maybe you cut all the elm trees down now. It's still going to fly in my face. So, yeah. Yes, I'm on allergy medicine. I have, like, Allegra or Arius or something. But, yeah. Oh, no, not Tencent. Why? Why no, not Tencent? I want to stick around to hear that, MC. You've been very vocal and very messaging a lot. And I really appreciate all of your concerns and everything. Why not Tencent? What's wrong with Tencent? Unless you know something noticeably wrong with it, to which I'll pitch to the guys and we'll go through that during when we do the review. We did the unboxing already. That'll be going up today, but we haven't done the review yet. Can I grab my tea? Oh, it's so far away. I got it. Nah, got it. Why not Tencent? I want to hear this. Let's talk about this. Tencent makes QQ and WeChat. Or is that just a personal gripe of yours? Or unless we know something's completely wrong. But anyways, we're going to wrap up. You can message us after, perhaps, if you've seen this. And I know there's a massive delay because it needs to, you know, process and do all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Eli, Caleb, Eric, Courtney, Mina. Who else we got? MZ, David, and my mom for stopping by. We also have some more people up here. Let me go. Vaughn stopped by. Spider Mensch. I don't see Ashris Pant here today, the guy with the coolest name ever. But we do have Yanshu Dugana. Oh, so many bad things I've heard about a company as a whole, not their e-readers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's all those things like, what do you call, data theft and, what do you call, people, you know, like, spying and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, but, you know, there's a lot of companies that do that. And we're not going to discriminate against a particular brand or country just because they have, you know, problems on the back end that are just all, they're not concrete, you know? You can't say WeChat steals your data and they spy on you, therefore everything Tencent has ever done is bad. I mean, these are people that go to work, they sit behind an office, and they tool things and they design things. So until we hear, like, something that says Tencent has done something awful, we're not going to not review Tencent products. Same thing with iReader. People are like, iReader's bad. And I'm just like, why? And they're like, questionable. And I'm like, okay, please go away, because iReader is great in the eyes of whatever they're doing right now. Again, if something arises and they do something horrid, I'm not going to cover them anymore. But until that day, you know, Amazon has questionable warehouse employee standards. Doesn't mean we're going to stop doing Kindle stuff. I mean, it's the way the world works, you know. Every manufacturer's bad then by that logic. Just wipe everything away. Let's go to Amish Town and get the Amish Bale of Hay 3000 reader, if that exists. And then we can talk about ethics in the workplace, because at this point nothing's good and no one's good. People are terrible. So that's what's always going to happen. It's always going to be that way. If you don't like the way that's happening, go online and look at how an iPhone is made, and then you'll sit back and be like, okay, I'm on my iPhone 13 right now. I just got from Sprint Mobile. Maybe I should question everything. Thank you so much for stopping by. And see you guys next week. Yes, I have to drink tea for 18 seconds because if you see the delay, if I end it now, you'll cut off and you won't see me say bye. So yeah. That's right. That's why we don't talk about it. And that's why we review Tencent. And that's why we review Amazon and BIGME and iReader and iFlyTech and Sony and everybody. Thank you all so much. Fantastic. And we will fix this guy's problem next week. Well, we'll fix it before next week. Bye-bye now.